Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 58, Asking for Help. Okay, I am right in the middle of launching my masterclass that I just created. It's called Eat More, Lose Weight in Midlife. And I am so passionate about this. But and I was thinking as I'm releasing this, what do I need to tell these ladies about? Like, what is the biggest thing that comes up? And through all of this, even like when we're talking about weight loss or whatever it is, this doesn't apply only to midlife. This applies just to women, to moms in general, is it's so hard for us to ask for help. I think that we want to really dig into why this is, or just become aware that this is going on for us, because so many of us don't even realize that it's so hard for us to ask for help. And I think somewhere along the way, we think that in the book of being a good mom, there's a rule that says that you should never ask for help, because if you ask for help, then you're failing or you're not a good mom or you're not doing a good job or whatever that is. And I want to call BS, because I too was like that. And I still have these tendencies, I'm not going to lie, but I'm speaking from experience. And so, like, I really get you when I when I talk about not wanting to ask for help, because that was me, and I can see how it's so many other people. It's most of us women. And so I was forced to ask for help. Like, I literally was the person who was like, "I got this. Like, don't even I'm gonna be offended if you ask to help me. I'm gonna be like, 'What? You don't think that I got this?'" Right? And so I was very, very in the mindset of I can do everything by myself, and I would never ask for help because I did think that it was a weakness if I had to ask for help. And then one day, the universe gave me a lesson on how to ask for help. Here's how the universe works, ladies. I'm just going to tell you this in case you don't know. I'm pretty sure you do, but in case you don't know, the universe will tell you. It'll be really kind and gentle. It'll be like, "Hey, girl, hey, you need to pay attention to this." And you'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm busy. I got this over here. I know, I don't need help with that." And then it'll be like, "Hey, hey." And it'll get louder and it'll get bigger until if you keep ignoring it one day, the universe will come up and slap you upside the head and go, "Girl, I was warning you. I told you. You should have seen it coming. Now guess what? Here it is. Bam. And then the next thing you know, the next thing you know, you've been handed a smackdown. And that's exactly what happened for me. Excuse me. For me, it was a case of I literally had to ask for help. And I let it get so far that I couldn't not ask for help. And that's how I learned how to ask for help. It's not a weakness. It is not a weakness in any way, shape, or form. Actually, I think it's a superpower to be able to ask for help. And if we can't ask for help, I want us to really go inside our brains and find out what's going on in our subconscious to find out why we can't ask for help. What are we telling ourselves about asking for help that makes it a bad thing? And where did that come from? Like, where is that really true? I want to challenge that. So I want to invite us to challenge ourselves to ask for help and just start small. I know it can be hard and it can be like daunting and you don't want to, but if you just try in little places to ask for help or to allow people to help you, like even for me, when somebody says, "Hey, can I help you with that?" Like carrying something, again, I used to be offended, like, "What, you don't think I could got this? You don't think I can carry this? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna break my back and carry this on my own." But now I'd be like, I check myself because my first reaction is like, "No, no, I got this." But then I'll stop and be like, "Actually, thank you very much. That would be great. I would love for you to help me with this." And then not only is that helping me and allowing me to allow me to get help, allow myself to be helped, but the person who's helping me is also going to feel good. And so if I can embrace that, then it's a win-win for everybody. But I really want us to, when we have resistance to receiving help, to stop and be like, okay, what am I thinking that's causing me to not want to get help? Like, why am I thinking this is a bad thing? And where is this coming from? Like, is this something I really believe, or is it in my subconscious? Was this handed down from, in my family or some kind of experience that I had? Is it serving me? Can I let it go? Like, what the heck? What is up with this? Let's get curious about it and let's dig into it. and then slowly allow ourselves to receive help in a way that feels comfortable. It's going to be hard at first. And then once we get comfortable with the little bit, we can go like a little bit more where it feels uncomfortable. And then we got to get used to it again and bigger. And then it feels uncomfortable and get used to it again. But I think just as women in general, it's okay to us for us to ask for help in all aspects of it. And the reason it came up for me when I'm thinking about making this masterclass is I'm always thinking like, how can I really share what I've created with women in midlife? Like, what are they thinking? And one of them could be like, this is midlife and our hormones are changing and everything is kind of crashing down around us. Our kids are breaking up with us and our bodies are changing and it's a lot. So all of it happening at once, like good one, Mother Nature, like it's all happening at once. And then sometimes even our kids are going through like puberty at the same time. And it's a hormone, there's hormones everywhere. And so if we can really identify what the biggest thing is and ask for help, then it's gonna be extremely easier for us to go through this. Now, when it comes to our midlife weight gain, that's a whole other ballgame because a lot of us never wanna talk about this, and that's why I say we should ask for help because then at least we're talking about it. Because remember, a lot of what we go through comes up as shame. And shame needs two things to exist. It needs secrecy and it needs judgment. So when I'm saying like asking for help, that means you're talking about it. So you're starting a dialogue with somebody and then you're keeping it out of the secrecy realm. So it's like, let's talk about this. And then the judgment is usually judgment from ourselves. Like, I'm so that I can't figure this out myself. Or this extra weight that I have, I feel so, and I used to be able to do it, and now all of a sudden, without me changing anything in my diet, now my body is just storing this fat in the stomach area. Well, guess what? Your body's designed to do that. You haven't done anything wrong. And if you talk about it with other people, you're going to realize that most women in midlife go through this. This is a natural phase that your body does. And so there's a way to go through it a little bit more gracefully so you're not beating yourself up. And the more we talk about it, the easier it will be. The more we normalize this, the less us moms will be beating ourselves up and hiding ourselves and feeling shameful of our bodies. I mean, the female body is the best uh, if I don't even know what to call it, like the best invention ever. Like the human body in general, I'm a super nerd and I'm in awe of how amazing it is because, guys, it can heal itself. It knows what it needs to do. We just need to get out of the way. We need to stop stopping it from healing itself, right? It knows how to do it. And then you throw in the fact that the body can create a whole human inside of itself. So the female body, in my mind, is awe inspiring. And I know that the genius inside of it knows exactly how to take care of itself. That's why I know and I trust my body when going through midlife that it's supposed to go through this. And by no means do we want to stop it from happening, or do we want to interfere with what's going on. What we do want to do is we want to support it 100% in making it a really safe, easy place for it to do what it's designed to do. So it's our job to get out of the way. And most of that means the mindset, like supporting ourselves, creating a safe space in our brain for it to be okay for our body to change and supporting it with our nutrition. Every bite we take either heals us or it makes us sick. Every mouthful matters. And so food is medicine and it's a cumulative. We eat every single day. So if we're looking to heal our body, we want to eat healing foods every day and it accumulates. And as it accumulates in our body, it gets healthier and healthier and healthier. When it's in homeostasis, it's designed to heal itself. So that's our job, is to give our bodies everything it needs to run and in homeostasis and then get out of the way and watch it do its magic. But I want to get back to this asking for help, how hard it is, but how powerful it is. We are going to save ourselves a ton of time and energy if we talk about how we need help, if we talk about what's going on with our bodies, if we talk about how we're feeling, if we talk about where we're stuck or where we're struggling. And that's why I get so excited about this masterclass is because it's gonna help so many people that don't want to ask for help. If they just watch, like my passion is if they just watch this masterclass and do nothing else, just apply this one concept that I'm offering up to them, it's a game changer. And the reason I get so excited about it is because it's not hard to do. Everybody can do it. It doesn't cost a ton of money to do it. It's not some fancy thing that you need to do. And it's sustainable for your whole entire life. So it's very, very easy to keep doing it because no matter what you do, it really bothers me when I see the health and food industry trying to sell these quick fixes because whatever you do to get your body where you love it, you have to keep doing that forever. There is no quick fix. It's a lifestyle. It's a thought process. It's how you show up every day for yourself. And so this concept that I'm sharing with you in the master class is amazing for all of it. And then we can stop obsessing about food. Most women do obsess about food in one way or another, like how much you're eating or when you get to eat next or the types or all of that sort of thing. And this just there's no restrictions, it's all about abundance, and so it just melts all of that away, and then you can focus on the things that are important to you, like going out and living your best midlife, doing your traveling, getting that new job, or, trying a new sport, or volunteering for a new community group, or whatever it is for you. But asking for help, let's make this a normal thing. Let's start with one person. Tell one person what's going on for you. And when they ask, how can I best support you? Tell them what you need. Like when I reach out to my friends, I'm always checking in on people. I feel like that's one of my superpowers is just checking in to see how people are doing. And I'll ask them like, how can I best support you? What do you need? And if you tell me what you need, I'm going to give it to you. Right? But if you don't know what you need, I can't possibly give it to you. Or if you don't want to tell me, like if you don't want to share it, then you'll never get what you don't ask for. So, how can we really open up our hearts and open up the conversation and open up the dialogue to make it normal for us to ask for help? And I think one of the best communities to ask for help in is a community of other moms in midlife, because guess what? We understand what's going on. We get you. When I talk to my clients and they tell me the things that are going on, I hear the same stories over and over and over again, but I don't hear people outside of my coaching talking about that. But when I bring it up to any other mom, midlife mom, we we just go on and on like, yeah, me too. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, why isn't everybody talking about this? Why isn't everybody asking for support with this? How do we create more awareness around this? And it comes from us moms thinking that we have to have it all figured out and we can't ask for help because if we do, we're failing as a mom. And so we're going to kibosh that and we're going to invite all the questions and all the conversations. And the more we talk about it, then the less shame there is around it. And remember, the shame comes from the secrecy and the judgment. So let's talk about it, get it out there, and not let it be a secret. And let's not judge it as well. And it comes from usually us judging ourselves, not other people, because we can't possibly know what other people are thinking about us. What we think other people are thinking about us is a judgment on ourselves because we don't know unless we ask them or unless they tell us. And it's none of our business, but it's our thoughts that we've put inside their brains that is the judgment. So therefore, it is us judging ourselves. And so what I want to offer is, how can you ask for help? How can you make it small? It's going to be out of your comfort zone, but that's okay. And just see what happens little by little and then increase it and increase it and increase it. And this way, we open the dialogue and we make ourselves vulnerable, but we're sharing. And when you are vulnerable, other people will support you and also offer up their vulnerability too, because to see oneself in another person who's being vulnerable, that is just so inviting. You've created the biggest safe space for others to join the crusade, for others um, to express how they're feeling as well. And I really believe that one of the biggest things that the world needs right now is more community. And there is nothing more powerful than a community of women who are mothers. I feel like we are the most powerful and influential beings on the planet right now. We just want to embrace that power in the best way possible and start sharing it with the world, start exercising it, start encouraging it, start spreading it around. And we do that by building communities, which is talking to other women who are in midlife, who are mothers, and talking about your experiences and how we can help and support each other. I feel like that is our number one job right now is just open it up and let's break this wide open and be there for each other. You know how caring and compassionate and loving and kind mothers are. And imagine if we focus that on each other and gave that to each other and gave it to ourselves. Could you imagine like all the love and kindness and energy and all of that that you put into your kids? Imagine if you pointed that at yourself and then other women around you. Like, girls, let's do this together. Let's hold hands. Let's raise our hand. Let's yell and scream. Let's make some noise. Let's lift each other up. Let's share our love. Let's share our knowledge. Let's share our kindness and compassion. And let's share our vulnerability. Let's lay it all out there. And let's change the world one. Let's change the world one one request for help at a time, one unshaming of ourselves at a time, one opening up at a time, one holding space for that sister that's opening up and sharing and being vulnerable. This is just such a beautiful moment for us. So let's go out there and really embrace it with our hearts open and let's just see what happens. Let's go out there and let's ask for help and let's create a safe space so all the other women out there can ask for help too. Mm. Thank you for listening, my friends. Always, always, always love yourself first and have an amazing day.